right, so we're live. This is Ginny, creator of LearnWithGinny.com, and I am an uber busy mom helping other uber busy moms. Bleh, that came out really good. Get their home businesses on the internet, get leads and sales. I help people learn all these tools that I'm learning, and I share with you what I learned. So today I have a bunch of social content tips because after my last post, I had a lot of questions about, what do I post and how do I set up my fan page, and what if my fan page got shut down by Facebook, and what do I do? So what you do is you use another platform. There are so many ways to get your business out there. There's more than just Facebook, okay? And I mean, Facebook is often awesome, and it's the biggest one and the largest growing one, so it's at the top of the list. So you do want to use it if you can. Now, obviously, if you used it wrong and got yourself banned, then you got to start all over with something else. But use something, right? So here I am to give you those tips. If you're live on Facebook, if I'm looking back and forth, it's because I have two recordings going. But this is my Facebook Live, and here we are. This will be on my fan page. My blog post. So if you're live on Facebook, chime in, tell me your name, where you're from, so I can give you a shout out, and make sure that you ask any questions that you have, and let me know you can hear me. Because if you can't hear me, I will post this video below. So I'm just going to get going then, since I don't have any questions. All right. So before I get right into the tips, I wanted to share one thing that is important to us moms. We need to teach our kids how to use social media and social media etiquette, and we need to make sure that they're safe, right? So know what they're doing and help them realize that what they're putting out there is their personal brand. And help them understand that. And you can find, if you go to my blog post, you'll find a link to a past post that I did on your personal brand. And that might help you explain to your kids that what they put out there is out there forever. And this is you. This is your public face. So make sure that they understand that. And even just texts, and I keep looking down because I do have some notes, so I don't want to miss any of my 7 tips, which this isn't one of them. Anyway, even texts, okay, even Snapchats and those kinds of things, they're out there. People can save a screenshot of your snap and post it somewhere. It doesn't matter what platform you use. Make sure your kids understand that. So moving on to my business tips. Tip number 1 is to start with one platform. And why I say that is because I personally made this mistake. I was everywhere and I couldn't keep up with being everywhere. Couldn't do it. So you can use some social content tools like Buffer or Hootsuite to help you schedule your posts ahead of time and get them out there on all the platforms that you have profiles on, which I do, but I am focused on Facebook. I love Twitter, but I haven't been focused on it, and you can tell because I don't have a huge list of fans, but I do, I have a presence on all of them, but I'm focused on one, if that makes sense, because you need to master one. You need to master the ad platform and everything behind it, and the pixels and even the complicated stuff. Master it. And then you can build from there, because all the other social media platforms are similar in how they handle your posts and how it gets out there. The algorithms are different, but the basic premise and the basic what's the word I'm looking for? Can't even think of it. It's too early in the morning. Whatever. The way you build it is the same, if that makes sense. You put your posts out there, you put your content out there, and then you boost those posts, or you place ads to those posts, and you get traffic to your website. And if I had a whiteboard, I'd draw you a little diagram. Maybe I'll do that on another live video. So, we're 5 minutes in, and I only got to tip number 1. So, tip number 2 is when you're setting up your profile, when you're brand new and you're starting out, fill it all in with all your content information. Make sure that you include some fun facts about yourself, include what you do and what you offer to your audience. But do include, this is about you, this is your personal brand. So make sure you read that post too. If you need the link, ask me. I'm going to put the link to this post in this video. So, it is also recommended by all the gurus that you use a professional picture on your profile. Obviously, I haven't done that yet, but I do have the same picture on every profile and on my blog, so that when you go see me out there, you see me and you see the same picture, and I'm representing, it's congruent. Be congruent all the way through. Look the same. And honestly, I do have something to fix on my blog. If you'll note, my Twitter, my Google, and my Facebook all have the same background, but header, that's the word I'm looking for there. But my blog has something different. It's because I switched themes and my picture didn't fit, so I got to get that redone. Anyway, use a professional picture, and then the professional will actually give you all the right sizes too. And if you use something like Fiverr or somebody out there, you can pay somebody to take care of all that for you. If you're not into graphic design, which I do like graphic design. I'm not a professional though. So tip number 3 is to season your account. Now this is the one that I had a lot of questions about, because there were quite a few people that couldn't place ads yet. So, we were talking about placing ads, and they're like, well, that's not available to me. So what you have to do when you first set up a brand new account is you have to season it, which means that you use it. You post on it every single day. You post 3 to 5 times a day-ish, whatever. Gurus have different numbers, but post as much as you can, actually. Even more than 3 to 5 times a day, especially on Facebook, because you're not going to get that organic reach, and then you boost the posts that do. But that's after you season it. You season it by getting people to like your page, by being out there and making it active every single day. And as you build, then the ad platform will be available to you. And the same with Twitter. You have to have so many tweets, and you have to be retweeting and engaging with other Twitter members. It's the same with Facebook. So, use your page, use your profile, use your Twitter, whatever, season it. It doesn't work with Google. Google's ad platform is separate. But with Twitter and Facebook, you do have to season your accounts before you can do anything with it. Twitter and Facebook want to know that you're a real person, and that you are, really there, that you're a real person, not a robot or something that's going to spam. So, and that's a whole nother topic. You don't want to do that either, because you will get banned. So tip number 4 is, what do you post? This is another question that I get a lot. There's an endless amount of ideas out there if you start to think like a marketer. If you start looking around you, there's going to be an idea popping in your head. It's a mindset that you got to start working on, right? But to begin with, you can start with, motivational quotes and inspiration. People love to share that kind of stuff, and people like to be inspired and motivated. Share some business and social tips, stuff that you're learning. Like if you're on this live video right now, you can use my tips and share them on your page. You can use some humor and have some fun. Share some jokes or share something that you find humorous. Your audience will connect with you. What I might think is funny, your audience might not. So, share something. This is about your audience and how they connect to you, okay? And it's a whole different energy for everybody. Rededicate past social content, like your highest performing posts, your blog posts especially. You want to rededicate the best ones and use them over again. Use testimonials from your customers. And if you don't have any, then you can use some third-party testimonials about the product that you're selling. But don't mention the product, remember, because this is your personal brand. This is about you. But that's a whole nother topic. Let's not get too deep into that. Highlight your fans and followers. Now on Twitter, a lot of times we like to thank our followers and fans by tagging them and saying, hey, thanks for retweeting this. Or I know Bill Pescasolido tagged me once and said his version of tagging was more like, these are my best fans or whatever, who posted them, because I actually shared something on Twitter. We like shares, so share our stuff, right? Sell and market your stuff. So a lot of people, my camera's crooked here. Okay, a lot of people forget this part, or a lot of people go overboard and sell. Use the 80-20 rule. So 80% of the time you're sharing valuable content, educational, entertaining, motivational, inspirational, whatever, 80% of the time. And then 20% of the time you market your stuff. Okay? You want to put more value out there. What else? Oh, the last thing I wanted to mention as far as content is another idea, especially when you're first getting started. I did this consistently in the very beginning because I didn't really have any ideas, right? So I used the trending hashtags. If you're on Twitter, on the left-hand side of the screen, you're going to see trending hashtags like Monday Motivation, Tuesday Transformation, Tuesday Tips, Wednesday Wisdom, Thursday Throwback Thursday, Fun Friday, stuff like that. Okay, you can use that. You can use that in your schedule and use the hashtags, especially if they're trending, because that will get you more eyeballs on your stuff. So let's move on because we are really getting long here. Tip number 5 is leverage. Leverage what you have, right? And leverage engagement from your fans. Ask them to engage. Ask them to comment on your live videos. And a comment would be great, guys. So ask them to engage. Ask them to share your stuff. Get it out there. Tip number 6 is use videos and photos, because videos and photos get more shares, more likes, more eyeballs. When you're scrolling through your feed, do you stop on the one-line texts? You don't, do you? Your thumb stops on photos, videos, especially if it's somebody that you want to see and want to listen to, somebody that has value, right? Pay attention to what stops your thumb, because most likely that will stop your audience's thumb too when they're scrolling. Does that make sense? And finally, tip number 7 is use live video. Now, I know that some of you are a little bit afraid about doing that live video, or you're terrified. It's okay. Just do it. I was scared too, and you know what? Especially when you're on your fan page, nobody is watching anyway, especially in the beginning. So just do it, and do it consistently, because believe me, you will start to get some momentum. And right now, live video is hot, so use it. If you go on my blog post, you will see links throughout the post to other educational content. So if you need more ideas, and if you need to know more about setting up your fan page, or you need to know more about using live video like Periscope or Facebook Live, then go ahead and go there and click those links and you'll get some more tips. So I hope this was helpful. Make sure you comment and share, and go to my blog post. Let me know what you think. I would love your comments, and I would love your questions, because it gives me more content for future live videos. This is the last one this week, and I will see you Monday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope to see you there, and make it a great day.